Hello, Leslie here from Message in a Fold. I've got a question for you. Have you ever watched a video on YouTube and said, I can do that? And then you get started and then you say, oh, I guess I can't do that. I have this border punch from Stampin' Up. And this is an ancient one. It's a really old one. And I used it on this paper. I have this pad of paper from GCD Studios. And I got this at Big Lots probably about 4 years ago. It's called Sophisticated Frost. And it's double-sided paper. It has some really nice prints on it. And this makes a really pretty, almost kaleidoscopic design. These are 1/4 inch spaces. And these are 1/2 inch spaces. So you can see the difference. So it won't make any difference if you do them in 1/4 or 1/2. Alright, I did my first score at 1/4 inch. I'm not going to go on the next one. You can, but it's easier if you do the mountain and valleys and start off with the valley and the next one. So I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to go to this one. Alright, I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to go to this one. And I'm going to do this all the way across this paper. Don't go this way. I'm going to go this way. I don't know if you can see it or not. My first score line is there in the 1/4 inch. I'm going to go to the 1/2 inch. And I'm going to score all the way down. Okay. And then I'm going to go right in the middle of this one. Of these two score lines, I'm going to go right in the middle. And I'm just going to continue on all the way across. Right. My paper is fully scored. I don't know if you can see that or not. If you don't have a scoreboard, don't worry about it. You can do this. It's going to take about the same amount of time as it would using the score thing. You're going to need a pencil and you're going to need a ruler. And what you do with your ruler, and I would recommend that you go 1/2 inch. 1/4 inch doing this the way that I'm going to show you how to do it, the old-fashioned way, wow, 1/4 inch, that's pretty tight. So just draw a light line and then move to the 1 inch. And draw a line. If you have one of these wide rulers, this is something that you will need. And then I'm going to go to the 1.5. And then I'm going to go to the end, which my ruler is 2 inches wide. And you see I have pencil marks, 1/2 inch width. Do that all the way across the page. Alright, now I have drawn pencil lines all the way across the paper at 1/2 inch. If you have kind of a thin ruler, get it up get it on your line, and I like this. I like to use a metal ruler for something like this. Just go to your next line, and you don't have to do the mountain and valley folds doing this way, because you will do that later. All you're going to do is just give a marking for yourself where the lines are, where the 1/2 inch marks are. And this paper is not going to cooperate. So I probably ought to stick my bone folder under there. And just press it against the ruler. Okay, when you get done, you're going to have all of your score lines at a 1/2 inch. I'm going to make my first cut at 10. Side. Alright, so 2 inches. Hey, you know what? It doesn't matter. Okay, now just go backwards to the score mark that you made before. And then just line everything up. And these things are not going to be perfect, and I can tell you that the scoreboard, the Martha Stewart scoreboard for well over $30, it's not perfect either. So alright, so just keep doing this until you get to the end. Don't have a border punch, you can use your scissors. Once you get your thing all folded up, then take your scissors and just cut a little arch, and then go to the next one. And then what you'll have is your little peaks. This, I don't know why, but this makes it so much easier to fold this in, get it made into the rosette. If you leave this straight, then it tears. That's probably going to be too much, but I'll try it. Okay. All right, so I have my top all done. Now I need to see if, okay, that should work since they're going mountain and valley. So I'll put some adhesive on this edge here. Okay, now I'm going to put this together. Maybe. There. All right. Okay. Alright, now I have my little dot here. Alright, here is where, this is usually where the wheels fall off. Gather all of your stuff, gather all of your things down there in the middle. Push with your little fingers. Push the bottom in, while with your fingers up here, you're pulling out at the top. So do a push at the bottom, a push in and a pull out. And that's how that happens. Let's get a good, a good gob. And then as quick as you can, get it put on there. Ow, ow, that's warm. Ow, ow. Okay, so there's your little rosette. That's all that's to it. It's really simple.